This is TWiT.
Bad guys are putting AirTags, according to the York Regional Police.
Those hosers are abusing their AirTags.
They're hosers. They're putting AirTags in your gas or your trailer hitch.
That's how they stole the maple syrup.
In Canada, like I just didn't expect this from Canada.
Officers, according to the York,
York,
according to the York Police,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Canadians should not be doing this. Officers in York.
We hold Canadians at a higher standard. As Americans, we hold Canadians at a higher standard. Like, we expect them to be nice.
I'm sorry, Alex. You just reminded me of like a parent who has like 3 children, like one of which gets all A's and volunteers for the community. The other one like smokes behind the boys' room and does all that stuff. You know, I expect Teddy to be a loser and an embarrassment to the family, but John, it really hurts when you do.
It's cold outside. We can't be tracking these things manually. What are you talking about?
It's the good kids who are the worst. I just want to say that. So the way this works,
we're good at PR. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it means. You're good at marketing. That's all. In fact, that's even more suspicious.
I was the kid who was coughing, saying, "Why, no, Mr. Vice Principal."
No,
does that sound like something I would do?
Who's worse, Eddie Haskell
an AirTag up a moose
or the beaver? Come on, who's worse?
Good.
Since September 21, officers have identified 5 incidents where suspects have placed small tracking devices on high-end vehicles. So you're at a mall, you're at a parking lot. They go, "Hey, that's a nice Hummer." They
come in 4-packs, Leo.
They come in 4-packs. They place the AirTags in there, and then they follow you home and steal it from your driveway. Thieves typically use tools like screwdrivers to enter the vehicles, through the driver or passenger door while ensuring not to set off alarms. Once inside, an electronic device typically used by mechanics to reprogram the factory setting is connected to the onboard diagnostics port. Well, this sounds hard. So now, these days, AirTags makes it much, much easier.
The key is that you have to put your AirTag in as well. So it's their AirTag they're tracking you that, but when they drive away, there could be an AirTag anywhere.
I think AirTags are the worst possible choice for this, because don't you get warned when an AirTag is
you do?
Well, there was an article today about an article today about a woman who was driving home, I think from school, and a warning went off saying there's an unregistered AirTag in this car, or location device in this car, and she's like, "Do I stop? Do I go home? Do I drive to the police station?" And she couldn't find it, because it hadn't started beeping yet. She just got the alert on her phone, and she's like, "I don't know what to do now. This is so creepy." So like,
they really should have
very hard to balance.
They should have it set up where you could say, "There's one near you. Make it beep." I guess that would be other issues, but if it saw that it was really only near you and not near anybody else, it would be that couldn't be searched by anyone else. You're in a car driving. It feels like it should identify itself.
We're also, this is such a complicated issue to solve, because you are talking about just like how you win the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy game by holding T in one hand and no T in the other. This is exactly the same thing, where you have a device that has to be able to broadcast all the time its location. On the other hand, you have to make sure that no one can track its location by the virtue of the fact that it's broadcasting all the time. It is such a hard thing to solve, and I don't fault Apple for not solving it. I think that Apple, for me, evaluating this as an Apple product, this sounds like the sort of thing that they would have looked at Tile, they would have investigated Tile, they would have done 1 million experiments on Tile and decided that, you know what, we're going to need another couple of years to really figure this thing out.
And I think also from a regulatory perspective or a criminal perspective, what you have to do is the governments have to start saying, hey, you know what, using a tracker is a felony. 3 to 5 years. If you put it on someone who doesn't know that it's coming, like if a first degree, tracking thing should be real time, and that takes all the fun out of it real quick.
The cost of entry. Like previously, people would just get a cheap smartphone and throw it in the car, throw it in a gym bag, and they track people that way. But that was like $300 a pop, and now you're talking like $20 a pop.
Doesn't matter if you lose this. Also, it's not right.
I think we're going to have to adjust the criminal code for this one.